Okay, ang topic natin ngayon will be the continuation nung rectilinear motion. So meron na tayo ditong parts 1, 2, 3, part 4 na to. Okay, nakasolve na tayo so far ng 21 problems, no? So hindi nyo pa napapanood yung mga previous video tutorials natin dito sa topic rectilinear motion, yung parts 1, 2, and 3. Lilink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo rin, para meron na kayong idea sa mga isa-solve nating problems. So magsasolve lang tayo ng more problems, same topic, rectilinear motion. So ang dapat nating tandaan dito, recall lang natin onte, itong mga equation na. So V is equal, velocity is equal to the derivative ng displacement S over dt. Acceleration is the derivative ng velocity over dt or dv over dt. Then pwede rin acceleration A is equal to v dv over ds. Tapos kapag may word problem tayo, so tandaan natin yung sign convention for horizontal motion. So let's say ito yung origin natin. Kapag yung motion is to the right ng origin, positive displacements, positive acceleration and velocity. Otherwise, pag to the left of the origin, negative displacement. Kapag vertical motion, so upward and downward, kapag positive, upward, starting from the origin, positive displacement S, positive velocity. Kapag vertical motion, lagi yung acted upon by acceleration due to gravity, which is negative 32 feet per second square, or pwede ring negative 9.8 meter per second square. Okay? So magsasolve lang tayo ng more problems. Tuloy natin. Nakasolve na kasi tayo ng hanggang problem 21, di ba? So dito na tayo sa problem 22. So sulat ko muna. Sulat muna natin yung problem 22, ah. Okay. If a ball is rolled across a level ground, with an initial velocity of 20 feet per second, and if the speed of the ball is decreasing, and if the speed of the ball is decreasing at the rate 6 feet per second square due to friction, how far will the ball roll? How far will the ball Yan. So basahin natin. If a ball is rolled across a level ground with an initial velocity of 20 feet per second, And if the speed of the ball is decreasing at the rate of 6 feet per second square, due to friction, how far will the ball roll? So anong type of motion siya? Horizontal, right? Horizontal lang siya. Meron tayong ball daw na nagro-roll across a level ground. So let's say ito siya, nasa ground siya. Ito yung origin. Yung ball, nagro-roll daw. Ito yung ball. So let's say papunta na lang siya sa kanan para positive. Nag-roll siya, tapos mapupunta siya dito sa final position na to. Ang tanong is, gaano kalayo or ano yung distance na ni-roll nung bola? Ito, displacement S. Ano-ano ba yung mga given sa kanya? 'Di ba? Meron siyang initial velocity. So let's say V0 is 20 feet per second. Tapos meron siyang acceleration. Kasi sabi, decreasing at the rate of 6 feet per second square. Kapag decreasing, ang ibig sabihin nun, negative. Lalagyan nyo ng negative sign yung acceleration. Negative 6 feet per second square. So, paano kaya natin nahanapin yung S? So, gamitin uli natin yung mga rectilinear motion equation. Kinematic equation. So, simulan natin kay dv over dt is equal to acceleration, right? So, bale, dv over dt is equal, ano yung acceleration? Constant, negative 6. So, solve natin tong differential equation ngayon. Separate lang natin yung variable. Multiply both sides by dt. Ang topic natin ngayon ay, integral calculus applications nga sa rectilinear motion. Though mapag-aaralan nyo rin to sa dynamics of rigid bodies. Pero pang integral lang to. So, multiply natin both sides. Bale, cancel itong dt. Magiging dv na lang is equal to negative 6 dt. Yan. So, pwede na nating i-integrate both sides. Integral ng dv is equal to the integral ng negative 6 dt. So, integral ng dv, alam natin, v. Integral ng negative 6 dt. So, lalabas lang yung negative 6, constant. Tapos, integral ng dt, t. Tapos, lagyan nyo ng constant of integration, c sub 1. Okay. Kailangan nating mahanap tong c sub 1, applying yung condition that the initial velocity of the ball is 20 feet per second. Kapag initial, ang ibig sabihin ng time, t is 0, right? So, at t is equal to 0, ang velocity daw ay 20. 20 feet per second. So, plug in natin yung 20 equals negative 6. Yung t, papalitan nyo ng 0 plus C1. So, ito, wala na yan. 0 na yan. Bale, C1 is equal to 20. Therefore, C1 is equal to 20. Ngayon, ipapalit na natin yung C1 dito sa V. Therefore, yung pinaka-equation ng velocity, V is equal to negative 60 times plus C1, which is 20. Yan. So, ang kailangan natin is yung S. Ibig sabihin, hanapin pa natin yung equation ni S. Using yung equation naman na ds over dt is equal to velocity. So ngayong meron na tayong velocity as a function of time, negative 60 plus 20, isubstitute nyo na ngayon dito, ds over dt is equal to negative 60 plus 20. So solve uli natin tong differential equation, i-multiply natin to both sides by dt. So, multiply, cancel dito si dt, ds na lang. Tapos dito, sa right side, itong quantity negative 60 plus 20 multiplied by dt. So, pwede na natin i-integrate both sides. Integral ng ds is equal to the integral ng negative 60 plus 20 dt. So, integral ng ds is s. And then, itong integral ng right side, dalawang terms, distribute natin yung integral symbol together with the dt. So, lalabas tong constant, negative 6. Integral ng t, dt na siya, plus 20, labas, integral ng dt. So, s is equal to negative 6. Ano ang integral ng t? Diba t to the first yan, applying power rule, t to the 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. Plus 20, integral ng dt, t. Tapos lagyan natin ng pangalawang constant of integration, c sub 2. So, s is equal to negative 6t squared over 2, right? Plus 20t plus c1, or divide na lang natin yung negative 6 divided by 2. Negative 3. Negative 3t squared plus 20t plus c1. C2 pala, sorry, c2. So, paano ngayon natin hahanapin si c2? Yung condition that, kasi initially nasa origin siya, right? Ano yung displacement niya kung nasa origin siya? With respect to origin, 0. So, at time t is equal to 0, s is 0. So, plug in ngayon natin dito sa general solution, yung S0, T0, para ma-solve si C2. So, S0 minus negative 3. Lahat ng mga t, papalitan nyo rin ng 0. So, 0 square plus 20 times t, 0 plus C2. Puro 0 lang yan, 0, 0. So, bale, 0 is equal to C2. So, C2 is 0 pala. Di kapag kinuha na natin yung general solution, o yung particular solution, yung pinaka-equation ni S is, wala na lang yung C2 kasi 0 lang siya. Bali, negative 3t square plus 20t na lang. Okay, ngayon, paano natin masasolve yung problem? How far will the ball roll? Diba kapag nag-roll yung ball and then nag-stop siya, kapag nagro-roll yung ball and then suddenly nag-stop siya, anong ibig sabihin nun? Nag-zero yung kanyang velocity, right? So, hanapin natin yung time kung kailan magsi-zero yung velocity, then pag nakuha yung time na yon, yun yung ipa-plug in natin sa equation ng S at that time t para ma-solve yung how far does the ball travel or nag-roll yung ball. Okay, so apply muna natin yung concept. So when the ball stops, the velocity should be 0, right? So hanapin natin yung time. Sige. Dito na tayo sa likod. So, find V or find time when V is 0. Make sense, diba? 0 yung velocity pag nag-stop. Parang sa vertical motion. Kapag na-reach niya yung maximum height, mag-0 yung velocity, tapos bababa na siya sa ground. So, ganun din sa vertical motion, sa horizontal motion. So, find t when V is 0. Ibig sabihin, nag-stop na yung motion niya when V is 0. Ano ba yung equation natin for V? Yung equation natin for V na-derive na natin. Negative 60 plus 20, right? Negative 60 plus 20. So, therefore, V is 0 equals negative 60 plus 20. So, linear equation lang naman to. Solve for t. Transpose si negative 60 sa kaliwa. So, positive 60 na siya, equals 20. Then, divide both sides by 6. Ano yung t? 20 over 6, or in lowest term, that's GCF ng 20 and 6, 2. 20 divided by 2, 10. 6 divided by 2, 3. Ibig sabihin, ito yung oras kung kailan mag-i-stop yung ball. Ang tanong is kung how far eh. Pag far, meaning displacement, distance. So, ipa-plug in nyo ngayon sa nakuhang equation ng S as a function of time, yung nakuha nating time na to. Kasi dyan siya sa oras mag-i-stop. So, find S when T is 10/3. Or the time the ball will stop. So, find S. So, ipapalit natin ito yung equation ni S. Sige, sulat yung equation ni S. Negative 3t square plus 20t. S is negative 3t square plus 20t. So, negative 3 times t is 10 over 3 squared. T yon plus 20 times t. T ulit 10 over 3. Okay, sige, gamitan na lang natin ng calcu. Negative 3 times 10 over 3 squared plus 20, 10 over 3. Okay, 100 over 3. So, 100 over 3. Ang unit natin ay feet. Feet per second kasi tayo dito. Feet. Or approximately, that's 33.33. 33.33 feet. So, yan yung sagot natin. Gets? Okay. Ang subject natin ngayon ay integral calculus. Application ay rectilinear motion. Though pag-aralan nyo rin to sa dynamics, guys ha. Statics, dynamics of rigid bodies, engineering mechanics. Pero nasa integral calculus tayo. Problem 23 na tayo. For problem 23, sulat ko muna. If the driver of an automobile wishes to increase the speed from 40 kilometers per hour to 100 kilometers per hour while traveling a distance of 200 meters. What constant acceleration should be maintained? What constant acceleration should be maintained. If the driver of an automobile wishes to increase the speed from 40 kilometers per hour to 100 kilometers per hour while traveling a distance of 200 meters, what constant acceleration should be maintained? Sige, drawing natin to visualize. So, meron daw automobile. Ito yung ground. So, let's say ito yung initial position niya. Ito yung automobile. Ang initial velocity daw ng automobile ay 40 kilometers per hour. So, pangalanan kong V0, 40 kilometers per hour. Then, i-increase niya raw to 100 kilometers per hour while traveling a distance of 200. So, naka-travel daw siya ng distance. So, let's say napunta na siya dito sa point 200 meters from the origin na raw. 200 meters. Tapos, magiging final velocity niya dito, VF, is 100 kilometers per hour. Para magawa daw yang scenario na to, conditions, ano dapat magiging acceleration constant para masunod tong condition na yan? Okay? So, maging consistent mala muna tayo sa unit kasi naka-kilometer to per hour tapos 200 meter. What if gawin ko na lang meter per second, no? Meter per second na lang yung ating unit. So, convert lang natin to, yung convert 40 kilometers per hour and 100 kilometers per hour to meter per second. Okay. Kasi naka-meter tayo, tas yung hour, gagawin ko lang siyang gagawin ko lang seconds, di ba? Mas standard kasi meter per second. Like sa acceleration due to gravity, 9.8 meter per second square. So, kailangan consistent lang muna tayo sa unit. So, for V0, 40 kilometers per hour. So, paano natin i-convert to meter per second? Yung kilometer, so multiply natin, 1 kilometer, para makancel sa baba, equivalent yon sa ilang meters. 10 to the third, right? Prefix for kilometer, per kilo. 10 cube. Kapag R naman, ko-convert to second, so mamultiply natin to by, so sa 1 R, merong ilan? So sa minutes muna tayo, 60. 60 minutes. Minutes pa lang yan. Isa-second pa natin, so times pa natin, 1 minute, ilang namang second. So kailangan nakakancel nyo. So makakancel ko na dito si R, tapos si minute makakancel. So sa baba, final unit is second. 60 seconds, di ba? 60 seconds. So anong magiging final unit? Yung hindi na-cancel, meter per second. Tapos isi-simplify nyo na lang to, 4 times 10 cube divided by 60 times 60. Ilan yun? So 40 times 10 to the third over 60 times 60. 100 over 9. Tama? 100 over 9 meter per second. Actually, maganda dito sa Calcu, etong Canon, pwedeng yung i-convert, naka-built-in directly. So, sige, convert natin. Check lang natin ha. 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. So, convert. Ano ba yung kilometers per hour? Speed, di ba? Hanapin nyo dito yung speed. Yan. Kilometers per hour equal, co-convert to meter per second. Okay, 100 over 9. Gets? Next, ano pa? Yung VF naman. So, ganun din, VF will be 100 kilometers per hour. So, times 10 cube, pareho lang, over 1 kilometer times 1 hour over 60 minutes times 1 minute over 60 seconds. Actually, pwede namang 1 hour is equivalent to 3,600 seconds. Pero inisa-isa ko lang para mas magets nyo ha. Dadaan muna sa minutes, then dadaan sa seconds. Okay? Cancel, 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 cancel. Input nyo na sa calcu, 100 times 10 to the third, mali. Divided by 60 times, mali. 60 times 60. 250 over 9 naman. 250 over 9 meter per second. So, pag chinek natin sa built-in conversion ni Calcu, ano tayo? 100. 100 convert, again, that's speed, kilometer per hour, convert to meter per second, equal 250 over 9. Yan. So, para consistent lang tayo sa unit, para naka-meter per second, kasi usually, yun naman yung standard meter per second. Okay? Pero kahit kilometer per hour, okay lang naman. Or pwede nyo ring i-convert yung 200 to kilometer para consistent. Ang gusto ko lang, maging mas standard, naka-base SI unit tayo, meter, yung sa length, and second, yung sa time. Base SI unit. Diba? So ngayon, hahanapin natin yung acceleration. Anong gagamitin? Constant acceleration. Di yung equation pa rin. Kaso, ang nire-relate natin ngayon dito ay hindi na yung displacement as a function of time or velocity as a function of time. Ang mga given condition kasi is velocity tsaka displacement. So, anong magandang gamiting equation? Yung isa, eto, yung A is equal to V dV over ds, di ba? Eto, naturo ko na yan. So, gagamitin ko using A is equal to V dV over ds. Hindi na yung A is equal to dV over dt kasi wala naman tayong binigay na time. Ang given sa atin is mga velocity at displacement. So ito gagamitin natin. Para magamit yung given, wala ka naman kasing time eh. So hindi mo magagamit yung acceleration is dV over dt and ds over dt is equal to v. Ito yung mas magagamit natin. Ang hinahanap is A. Sige. Unknown tong A, pero solve natin tong differential equation. Bale, separate the variable, multiply both sides by ds. So dito madidistribute. Bale, magiging ADS to. ADS. Constant tong A. A ka muna A. Tapos dito, makakancel si ds. Matitira is V dV. Tsaka natin i-integrate yan both sides. Integral ng ADS is equal to the integral ng VDV. Diba constant si A, lalabas lang yan ng integral symbol. So, bale A, integral ng ds. And what is the integral ng ds? S. Okay? Ito naman, ang integral ng V to the first yan, diba? power rule, v to the 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. So, bale, v squared over 2. So, lalagyan natin ng constant of integration. Plus c. So, paano hahanapin yung c? Yung condition sa problem. 'Di ba? Kapag initial time ang kinonsider natin, ano yung corresponding velocity, initial velocity at initial displacement? 'Di ba 40 kilometers per hour at s is 0? Kasi wala pa siyang nagagalaw na move na distance at time t is 0. So ang gagamitin natin ditong condition, when s is 0, v naught, gamitin ko na lang yung converted into meter per second, 100 over 9 meter per second. So, papalit ngayon natin dito sa equation. So, A, yan yung hinahanap pa, unknown, times S, papalitan nyo ng 0, is equal to V, 100 over 9, naka-squared over 2, plus C. Okay, so ano nga yung magiging value ng C? Ito, 0 yan. So, 0 is equal, ano yung 100 over 9? Quantity squared over 2. Sige. 100 over 9 squared over 2. 10,000, 500 over 81. 5,000 pala, sorry. So, 5,000 over 81. Therefore, pag nilipat nyo transpose nyo to sa kaliwa, magiging C is negative. Negative 5,000 over 81. So ngayon, yung magiging value dito ni C, papalitan nyo na negative 5,000 over 81. So we have AS is equal to V squared over 2 minus 5,000 over 81. Yan. Next. So, hahanapin ngayon natin si A. Unknown si A, di ba? Paano mahanap? Gamitin naman natin yung condition na when S is equal to 200, nakapag-travel na yung automobile 200. Ano na yung final velocity niya? 100 kilometers per hour or 250 over 9. So, when S is 200 na, 200 meters, V is yung meter per second, 250 over 9. So, ipa-plug in ngayon natin dito sa derived equation, AS is equal to V squared over 2 minus 5,000 over 81. So, A yung unknown, papalitan yung S, 200. 200 equals V uli, papalitan ng 250 over 9 naman. 250 over 9 quantity squared. Kasi V squared all over 2. All over 2. Then minus 5,000 over 81. One equation in one unknown, linear na lang yan, madali na yang isolve. Therefore, A is, so whatever value ito, di-divide lang natin to both sides by 200, right? So, 250 over 9 squared all over 2 minus 5,000 over 81 all over 200. Yan, gamit na lang kayo ng calcu dyan para madali. So, complex fraction kasi siya. So, 200 over 9, hindi, 250 pala, sorry, 250 over 9 squared. Mali. Ulit complex fraction kasi. So, fraction na may fraction pa. So, 250 over 9 squared over 2. Then, minus 5,000 over 81. 5,000 over 81. Mali. 81 all over all over yung 200. Yan. Ito na yung sagot sa constant acceleration. Bale, 175 over 108 equal yung acceleration to 175 over 108. Ang unit, meter per second square. Yan. Or kung gusto nyo decimal, ilan yan? 1.62. Approximately 1.62 meter per second square. Bas, next, 2024. So, for 24, what if the problem is what constant negative acceleration will enable a driver to decrease the speed from 120 kilometer per hour to 60 kilometer per hour while traveling a distance of 100 meter. So same lang, almost same lang naman dun sa problem 23, yun nga lang negative acceleration. Kasi nag-slow down yung speed. 'Di ba? Mula sa 120 km per hour na speed, bumaba to 60. Eh di deceleration, right? Tapos nag-travel naman daw ng 100. So solution, so nandito raw siya initially, may V0 na initial velocity V0 120 kilometers per hour. Tapos nag-travel siya ng distance na 100. So S yun, 100 meters. Naging final velocity niya bumaba to 60 kilometers per hour. Yan. Hanapin daw natin yung negative acceleration. Negative siya as expected. Bumaba eh. Yung final velocity. Kanina, acceleration positive kasi mula 40 kilometers per hour tumaas, naging 100. Solution. And then, may solution na pala akong nasulat. Yan. What if i-derive na lang kaya natin? No, derive natin. Sige. 'Di ba? A is equal to V dV over ds. So, cross-multiply natin si ds or multiply both sides by ds. So, magiging ADS yan. ADS is equal, so cancel dito si ds, V dV. Tapos, integrate both sides. Separated na yung variable. So, lalabas lang yung A kasi constant. So, A, integral ng ds. So, A, integral ng ds ay S. Dito naman, integral ng V, alam na natin kanina, wala nang integral. Integrate na natin, V squared over 2, right? Ito, V squared over 2. Tapos, kung gagamitin ko yung initial condition V0, pwede kong lagyan instead na C, sige C na lang. C na lang. Isosolve natin ngayon si C. So, find C when, ano ba yung initial, natin? Initial displacement 0 and yung velocity is v naught. Diderive ko So, papalitan natin S is 0, A times 0 is equal, so yung V, papalitan nyo ng V naught square over 2. Ito yung initial velocity niya. Instead na dinirekta kong 120 km, ginawa ko na lang as a parameter muna para naka-derive. Para plug in na lang tayo ng plug in ng value sa derived formula. Actually, derived to kinematic equation, yung given initial velocity, final velocity, and the acceleration and displacement. So, diderive natin ngayon, plus C. So, bale, makakancel na to, 0 equals to V naught square over 2 plus C. Transpose nyo na lang sa kaliwa, si V naught square over 2. Therefore, C is negative V naught square over 2. So, papalit nyo na ngayon dito, AS is equal to V squared over 2 minus V naught square over 2. Ayan yung C diba? Okay. E di, meron na tayong equation. So, pwede nyo na lang alisin itong denominator na 2 kung gusto nyo. Multiply both sides by 2. Bale, 2AS is equal, so makakancel ito, V squared minus V naught square. Etong V, pwede nyo lagyan ng subscript na velocity, na final velocity. Final velocity. Or 2AS is final velocity square minus initial velocity. Familiar ba? Ito yung isa sa kinematic equation given uniformly accelerated motion. Ibig sabihin, constant acceleration. Diba ito yung equation natin doon? 2AS is equal to final velocity square minus initial velocity square. So, kung hahanapin natin ngayon yung A, plug in na lang tayo kasi S is given na 100 meter. Final velocity is given na 60 kilometers per hour. Initial velocity is given na 120. Pero convert natin into, parang kanina, convert into meter per second. Convert yung V naught na 120 kilometers per hour. Okay, so times natin, ito. Bale, 1 kilometer is equivalent to 10 cube meter. Tapos, direct check mo na, 1 hour is equivalent to 3,600 seconds. 3,600 seconds. Ayun, ito lang din yun. 60 times 60, 3,600. So, equal yan, 120 times 10 to the third divided by 3,600. 100 over, actually pareho pala. Ay, hindi pala. Mali. 100 over 3. Kasi kanina, 100 over 9. Tapos yung final velocity is, ilan yung final velocity? 60. 60 kilometers per hour times 10 cube meter over 1 kilometer times 1 hour over 3,600 seconds. So, gagawin ko lang tong 60. 50 over 3. Right? Or pwede nyong gamitin nga tong calcu. Naka-built-in yung conversion nito. So, 120 kilometer, convert natin, kilometer per hour, convert nyo to meter per second. 100 over 3. Yung 60 naman, palitan natin, 60. 50 over 3. Okay? Saka nyo i-plug in sa equation. Bale, ang hinahanap is A. So find A when S is 100, right? V naught is 100 over 3. VF is 50 over 3. Plug in nyo lang dito sa equation na yan. So, wala na tayong paper. Tuloy natin. So, ang gagamitin na nating equation ay 2AS is equal to VF squared minus V naught squared. So, substitute 2 times A, ayan yung hinahanap, di ba? S ay 100 equals final velocity 50 over 3 na naka-squared, VF squared, minus initial velocity, V naught, 100 over 3 na naka-squared, V naught squared. So, bale, A is, ito kasi is 200, right? 200 A, 50 over 3 squared, minus 100 over 3 squared. So, divide both sides by 200, 50 over 3 squared, minus 100 over 3 squared, divided by 200. Gusto nga, shape solve nyo na lang sa calcu, pwede naman. Divide to both sides by 200. So, input lang natin yan. So, 50 over 3. Dapat negative to. Kasi deceleration. Minus 100 over 3 square divided by 200. Negative 25 over 6. So, negative kasi deceleration eh. Negative acceleration. Equals to negative 25 over 6 meter per second square unit. In decimal, that's approximately negative 4.16 or 17. A pala, A. Negative 4.167 meter per second squared. Gets? Problem number 24 na tayo. Okay, 25. Problem 25 na tayo. Next. If the brakes are applied on a car traveling traveling 100 kilometers per hour and the brakes can give the car a constant negative acceleration of 8 meter per second square. So A, how long will it take the car to come to a stop? How long will it take the car to come to a stop? And then B, how far will the car travel? How far will the car travel before stopping? Yan. If the brakes are applied on a car traveling 100 kilometers per hour and the brakes can give the car a constant negative acceleration of 8 meter per second square. A, how long will it take the car to come to a stop? B, how far will the car travel for stopping? So parang yung ano lang din, problem 23, 24, di ba? So deceleration din kasi magka-come to a stop. So ito yung initial niya, initial position at the origin. Meron siyang V0. Initial velocity niya 100 kilometers per hour, right? Tapos, meron siyang given this time. Ngayon, given yung constant negative acceleration, 8. So, magta-travel siya, tapos, hihinto. Then, say, nandito na siya sa point na yan, magta-travel siya ng distance, which is unknown yun, no? Sa part B, hahanapin. So, hindi siya alam. Hindi natin alam yung S. Pero, pag nag-stop siya sa point na to, ibig sabihin, ano yung final velocity kapag humihinto? 0, right? 0 kilometer per hour. And then, given din, yung acceleration, negative. Kasi deceleration, nakagiven na rin sabi, negative 8 meter per second square. So, dapat consistent tayo, binigay yung acceleration meter per second square, ko-convert uli natin to into meter per second. E di, gamitin na lang natin yung derived. Diba? Yung derived equation, or actually, dapat, ito ay gagamitan natin to ng, kasi kailangan yung time, right? Kailangan natin nung time. So, hindi pala magagamit to kasi wala tayong time dito. Pero dito sa how far will the car travel before stopping? Pwedeng magamit yung equation na to, right? Kasi may final velocity ka, may initial velocity, tsaka acceleration. So, makukuha mo yung S. Pero sa time, hindi. Gagawin natin ulit. So, solution for A, derive na lang natin yung equation. Bale, dV over dt is equal to A. Therefore, dV over dt is, ano ba si A? Negative 8. Diba? So, solve natin tong dE. Multiply both sides by dt. Cancel. dV is negative 8 times dt. Actually, pwede nga rin i-derive nga to. Hindi ko lang din i-derive. Pwede nga i-derive yung equation ng S as a function of time and V as a function of time. Pero sige, step by step pa rin natin. Integral natin both sides. So, ang integral ng dV ay V. Integral ng negative 80. So, negative 8 labas times integral ng dT. Tapos, lagyan natin ng C1. Okay. Ngayon, hahanapin natin si C1. Okay, kasi may tayong condition na initial velocity ay what? 100 kilometers per hour. Tapos, at time t is equal to 0 yon. At t is equal to 0, v is, di ba, na-convert na natin to, convert natin into meter per second, ano yun? Yung 100 kilometer. 250 over 9. So, equal din to sa 250 over 9 meter per second. So, gamitin ko na lang 250 over 9 para consistent sa meter per second square no acceleration. So, V is 250 over 9, substitute, is equal to negative 80, papalitan ng 0 plus C1. So, itong 8, negative 8 times 0, wala na yan. Bale, C1 na lang is equal to 250 over 9. Therefore, C1 is 250 over 9. So, ang equation ng velocity ngayon ay V is negative 80 plus C1, which is 250 over 9. Okay. So, actually, pwede mo nang makuha dito yung time. Pwede mo nang makuha yung time dito kung kailan siya mag-i-stop. Kasi, equate mo na to 0, solve for the time. Okay? Pero kuhain pa natin si displacement. So, ds over dt is equal to v. Therefore, ds over dt is negative 80 plus 250 over 9. Okay. So, bale, nasa na yung lapis? Nahulog. So, i-multiply natin both sides by dt. So, cancel yan. ds is negative 80 plus 250 over 9 times dt. Okay. Integrating both sides, integral ng ds is equal to integral ng negative 80 plus 250 over 9 dt. Integral ng ds ay s. So, ito distribute. So, negative 8 integral ng t dt, labas yung constant, plus 250 over 9 integral ng dt, labas yung constant, 250 over 9. S is negative 8 integral ng t squared over 2 power rule, right? Plus 250 over 9 integral ng dt, t. Tapos lagyan nyo ng pangalawang constant. So, divide lang negative 8 by 2. Therefore, S is negative 4t squared plus 250 over 9t plus C2. And then, hahanapin si C2, initial condition, na at t is 0, 0 yung S pa rin, right? So, at t is 0, S is 0. So, palit, S is 0, negative 4, t, papalitan nyo lahat ng 0, t squared, so 0 squared, plus 250 over 9 times 0 plus C2. So, wala na yan, puro 0, therefore C2 is just equal to 0. Yan, so ngayon, ang pinaka-equation na ni S is, palitan nyo itong C2 ng 0, so ito na lang. S is negative 4t squared plus 250 over 90. So, for A tayo, the car will come to a stop when V is 0. So, V natin kasi is negative 80 plus 250 over 9. Negative 80 plus 250 over 9. So, find find T when V is 0. So, equate V to 0 and then equal to negative 80 plus 250 over 9. Solve natin tong equation for T. Transpose si negative 80 sa kaliwa, magiging positive 80 is equal to 250 over 9. And then, divide ko both sides by 8. So, T is 250 over 9 all over 8. Ilan yan? 250 over 9 over 8. 125 over 36. 125 over 36 seconds. Okay. Approximately 3.47 seconds. Ayan yung sagot sa part A. Sa part B naman, yung displacement. How far eh? E di, find S when yung nakuha nating time, kasi yan yung oras kung kailan mag-stop yung car. Time the car will stop. So, S, di ba yung S natin is, eto na, negative 40 square plus 250 over 9 times T. So, negative 4, papalitan yung T ng 125 over 36 squared plus 250 over 9 times 125 over 36. Input nyo na sa calcu, medyo maano na yan, complicated na yan. So, negative 4 times 125 over 36 squared plus 250 over 9 times may 126 pala na ano ko, sorry. 125 over 36 plus 250 times 125 over 36. Ilan yan? Exact value 15625 divided by 324. Ano to? Anong unit? Meters. Or approximately 48.23 meters. Okay. Or pwede nga nating gamitin yung ano eh. 'Di ba? Ano yung derive kanina? Ito, yung sabi ko, pwede na rin natin tong gamitin. 2AS is equal to VF squared minus V naught squared. Sige, alternative solution A, 2AS is equal to VF squared minus V naught squared. So, bale, S is VF squared minus V naught squared. Divide lang both sides by 2A. So, substitute natin. Ano yung final velocity? 0. Minus initial velocity. Yung meter per second, 250 over 9. Quantity squared. V naught squared. All over 2 times A. Ano yung A natin? Negative 8. Check natin kung magpapareha lang dito sa 48.23. Dapat same lang. Fraction 0 squared minus fraction 250 over 9 squared divided by 2 times negative 8. So same lang, di ba? 15625 over 324. 15625 over 324 meter, approximately 48.23. So kahit ano namang solusyon, pwede rin naman. Problem 25 na yon. Ano na tayo? 26. If the brakes on a car give the car a constant negative acceleration, of 8 meter per second square, what is the greatest speed? What is the greatest speed it may be going if it is necessary to be able to stop the car within 25 meters after the brake is applied. If the brakes on a car give the car a constant negative acceleration of 8 meters per second square, what is the greatest speed it may be going if it is necessary to be able to stop the car within 25 meters after the brake is applied? So sige, sulat natin yung mga given. May acceleration tayo. Acceleration is negative 8 meter per second. Meron tayong 25 meter distance yon. Tapos, may keyword tayo, stop. Pag nag-stop, final velocity is 0. Bali, ang hinahanap is, what is the greatest speed? Initial velocity. So, VF is 0. Kasi nag-stop, hahanapin si initial velocity. Pwede na nating magamit dyan itong 2AS is equal to VF squared minus 20. Minus V naught squared pala, sorry. Okay, so ano ngayon yung magiging sagot natin? Sige, i-plug in na lang natin. So, nandito na tayo. Nasa likod pala. Ito. So, convert natin yung, or actually wala pala, no? Wala tayong ko-convert. So, magiging meter per second yung sagot natin. So, gamitin natin tong 2AS using 2AS is equal to VF squared minus V naught squared. So, 2A, A natin ay given na negative 8. Negative 8. S natin is given na 25. VF squared, kasi nag-come to stop siya, so 0. Right? 0 squared, then minus V naught squared. Okay, so ilan to? 2 times negative 8 times 25. 2 times 25, 50 times negative 8, negative 400 equals negative V naught square. So, divide both sides by negative 1. Para walang coefficient si V naught, 400 is equal, okay, get the square root. Square root ng both sides plus minus. Ito pala dapat, plus minus. Ang square root ng 400 ay 20. Yan. Use positive V naught, which is 20 meter per second. So yan agad yung sagot. Kailangan pala 20 meter per second yung initial velocity ng car para ma-achieve niya yung negative 8 meter per second squared acceleration at mag-stop siya kung makatravel ng 25 meters. Okay. Next problem na tayo. 26, 27. Sige. A block of ice slides down at chute with a constant acceleration of 3 meter per second squared. The chute is 36 meters long. 36 meters long. And it takes 4 seconds for the ice to reach the bottom. And it takes 4 seconds for the ice to reach the bottom. What is the initial velocity of the ice? What is the initial velocity of the ice? What is the speed of the ice after it has traveled 12 meters? What is the speed of the ice after it has traveled 12 meters? See, how long does it take the ice to go to 12 meters? How long does it take the ice to go to 12 meters. A block of ice slides down a chute with a constant acceleration of 3 meters per second square. The chute is 36 meters long and it takes 4 seconds for the ice to reach the bottom. What is the initial velocity of the ice? A. B. What is the speed of the ice after it has traveled 12 meters? And C. How long does it take the ice to go to 12 meters? Okay, so solution. So let's say meron tayong ice, magsa-slide down siya. Ito yung initial position. Mag-i-slide down daw siya dito. Ilan to? Ilan yung kanyang distance? 36 meters. Tapos, pag nandito na siya sa bottom, time t is 4 seconds. Diba? 4 seconds. Tapos, may constant acceleration daw na 3 meter per second square. So, sige, hanapin natin yung what is the initial velocity of the ice. E di, gamitin ko uli yung dv over dt muna is equal to acceleration. Which is given kasi acceleration constant na 3. Therefore, dv over dt is 3. Solve natin tong differential equation. Multiply both sides by dt, cancel, bale dv na lang is equal to 3 dt. Integrate natin both sides, integral ng dv is equal to the integral ng 3 dt. Integral ng dv, v, integral ng 3 dt, so yung 3 labas, constant, times integral ng dt, t. Lagyan natin ng initial constant of integration. Masasolve na ba natin si C1? Meron ba tayong given initial velocity? Actually, yan yung tanong eh. What is the initial velocity of the ice? So, wala pa. Tuloy pa natin. Unknown pa muna siya. Pwede nating hanapin si S. May condition tayo kay S. So, bale, ds over dt is equal to v. Therefore, ds over dt is, ito na yung v natin, 3t plus c1. So, separate the variable, multiply both sides by dt, cancel. So, ds na lang to equals 3t plus c1 times dt. Integrating both sides, integral ng ds is equal to the integral ng 3t plus c1 dt. Integral ng ds ay s. Tapos ito, distribute. So, 3 integral ng t dt plus c1 integral ng dt. S is 3. Ano integral ng t dt? Power rule, t squared over 2. Plus C1, integral ng dt, t. Tapos lagyan natin ng pangalawang constant of integration. Okay. Ngayon, pwede nating ma-solve yung isang constant of integration dito. Applying yung condition that when s is equal to 4, when s is equal to 0, t is 0. Right? Tapos, when s is equal to 4, t is 36. So, dalawang condition. Kasi sa s natin, meron tayong dalawang unknown constants of integration C1 and C2. Kung meron tayong dalawang condition, masasolve natin C1, C2. ano yung possible conditions? Yung una, di ba pag nandito tayo sa taas, at t is 0, hindi pa nakaka-move, nakaka-slide yung ice. E di 0 pa lang yung S niya. Tapos, at t is equal to 4, pag nag-slide down na siya, na-travel niya na yung 36 meters, right? Okay. Sige. So, at t is equal to 0 muna tayo, S is 0. So, palitan natin yung S ng 0, tapos 3 halves, palitan yung mga t ng 0, 3 halves 0 squared, plus C1 times 0 plus C2. Okay, edi cancel na to, 0 lang yan. So, 0 is equal to C2. Right? Therefore, C2 is equal to 0, and S is just, sa mawawala na tong C2, 3 halves T square plus C1T. 3 halves T square plus C1T. So, kailangan pa nating masolve uli si C1. Si C1 using yung pangalawang condition na when T is equal to 4, S is equal to 36. When T is equal to 4, S is 36. So, palit 36 dito, S equals 3 halves T palit 4 squared plus C1 times 4. So, 36 is 3 halves. Ano ba yung 4 squared? 16 plus 4C1. C1 times 4, 4C1. So, 3 halves times 16. 16 divided by 2, 8 times 3, 24. Plus 4C1. Transpose. 36 minus 24 is 4C1. 36 minus 24 is 12. Equals 4C1. Therefore, C1 is 12 divided by 4, 3. Yan. E di, pwede mo nang i-plug in dito kay S. Therefore, S is equal to 3 halves T squared plus 3T. So, meron na tayong C1. Plug in nyo na dito kay velocity. So, therefore, velocity is 3T. 3T plus C1 na 3. So, meron ka ng equation ng displacement, equation ng velocity, 3T plus 3. Ngayon, ang pinakatanong sa A, what is the initial velocity of the ice? Ano ba yung time kapag initial? 0. Meron ka ng velocity as a function of time, ipa-plug in mo na lang yung time t is 0, masasolve mo na initial velocity. So, find V0 or V, when t is 0, initial time palagi, t is 0. So, V is 3 times 0 plus 3, edi 3. Ang unit ay meter per second. Meter per second. Yan yung sagot kay A. Next, paano sagutin si B naman? What is the speed of the ice after it has traveled 12 meter? So, kailangan muna nating makuha yung time kung kailan makaka-reach ng 12 meter yung ice. Bale, makukuha natin yon using the equation S. So for B, find time first, find T first when S is 12 lang pala. Sorry. 12 meters. Makukuha natin yung T kasi may equation tayo ng S as a function of time. Plugin nyo lang yung 12 dito, solve for the equation for T. May time ka na kung kailan marireach nung ice yung 12 meters. Pero hindi yon yung tanong kung ano raw yung speed. So, once makuha mo na yung time, since may velocity as a function of time ka na, ipa-plugin mo lang sa equation ni velocity yung nakuhang time t when s is 12. Makukuha mo na yung velocity. So, unang step, equate muna natin tong s. So, 12 to s, equate yung s to 12 equals to 3 halves t squared plus 3t. Yan. So, magiging quadratic equation to, pero anin muna natin. Alisin ko muna tong denominator na 2. So, multiply both sides by 2. So, ito 24. Ito cancel, 3t squared na lang. Plus 2 times 3t, 60. Pababain natin yung coefficient, divide both sides kasi GCF ay 3, right? Magiging 8 na lang to. 24 divided by 3, 8. 3t squared divided by 3, t squared. 60 divided by 3, 2t. Equate to 0, transpose si 8 sa kanan. So, 0 is equal to t squared plus 2t minus 8. Quadratic equation, pwede bang ma-factor yan? I think pwede. So, t times t, factors ng t squared. Isip ng factor ng negative 8 kapag inad is positive 2. Pwedeng negative 2 plus 4, right? Negative 2 times 4, negative 8. 4 plus negative 2, positive 2. Tapos, equate each factor to 0. Etong t minus 2 equate to 0. Then t plus 4 equate to 0. Solve for t, transpose in negative 2. T is positive 2. Dito naman, transpose si 4 sa kanan, t is negative 4. So, hindi natin pwedeng tanggapin ang negative. Ang negative na oras, reject. Reject. Ang acceptable lang is yung positive na time. Ito. So, therefore, time should be 2 seconds. And para makuha na natin yung velocity niya, ipa-plugin nyo ngayon sa equation. Equation ng V. Find V when t is 2 seconds. Ito na yung time when the ice traveled 12 meters. So, V is, okay, 3t plus 3. So, 3 times 2 plus 3, which is 9. 9 meter per second. Yan na yung sagot. Meron pa tayo part C. How long does it take the ice to go to 12? E di, ito na. Yung 2 seconds. So, from part B, time is 2 seconds, di ba? Una nating sinolve yun eh, kung kailan marireach nung ice yung distance na 12 meters. Yun yung tanong sa C. How long does it take the ice to go to 12 meters? Time t is 2 seconds. Gets? Okay, yan. So, siguro hanggang dito na lamang ang ating tutorial. So, nakasolve na tayo ng total of 26. Okay? So, mag-subscribe na lang kayo sa ating channel and mag-follow kayo sa akin para manonotify pag may video tutorials tayo in the future. Sa Engineered Math channel, mag-subscribe na lang din kayo. Okay? Para mapanood nyo yung mga past video tutorials natin. So, this is rectilinear motion topic. So, marami-rami na tayong na-solve. 26 problems in total. Yan. So, siguro sa next lesson natin sa integral, mag-area tayo. Area. area. Okay. Pero magsasummation muna tayo. Sigma, kasi para ma-apply natin yung formula for areas, wala mo ng integration. Concept muna ng integration, yung area application, sigma muna summation. Sige. Abangan nyo sa next video tutorials natin. Okay, so follow kayo sa akin and subscribe kayo sa channel. Sige, so sana may natutunan kayo sa ating video tutorials and good luck sa studies nyo. Aral lang lagi mabuti, kayang-kaya nyo yan. Padayon, future engineers. See you on my next live. Bye-bye.